Evening, guys. Afternoon, guys. I get the time of day confused, aren't I? Superb. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm here with a preview of the next League Two fixture for the Mariners as they head back to home comforts as we host Barrow on Saturday afternoon at Blundell Park. Hoping to keep our 100% record at home going. In fact, I think we've won the last 4 home games straight for the Mariners against a very informed Barrow, really. Now taken over by Stephen Clements, who was at Gillingham last year. Didn't kind of work at Gillingham for Stephen, but he's definitely come and been doing a very good job at Barrow. Barrow are a team that you have to respect, really, and they're a good side. They're always around the top half or just below, or pushing for playoffs as they were last year. It was a bit of a surprise when Pete Wild left Barrow. That surprised me a little bit, but obviously what their board wanted and didn't align with the manager, with Pete's vision. So they moved on to Stephen Clements, and to be fair, Stephen's had a very good start. I mean, in recent form for Barrow, it's 3 wins, 1 defeat and a draw. The Mariners are having the nice pattern of a loss-win pattern at the moment, which would probably mean that we should get a win if we stay to that pattern. And like I said, I'm going to be using the Soccer Punter website. That's where I get all my info for the upcoming game, and a little bit about as well the pre-match from David Artell, which was he did 2. He did 1 with the club's media, and obviously 1 with Radio Humberside as well. Radio Humberside's Matt Dean, and I've listened to both, and it's good to know that obviously we know about the reserve game that was played in midweek. Good to know that Doug Darm took part in that, as did Wakil Pike. Wakil got his first 30 minutes for a long time, so it's good to see that they're on the way back. Doug probably might be involved at the weekend, which would be good if he was. Wakil, I think, is still way off, and I'm going to do a video on how important I think reserve football is. So, especially for a club like ours, that'll be coming probably sometime next week. I'm looking at probably doing a video on the importance of reserve football, especially down at our kind of levels, and where it really could help fitness and everything else. But anyway, I digress, and we move on to the pre-match. There's no other major injuries. Artell did say if we keep playing the way we did, like we did against Chesterfield, we'll be okay. I'm always a bit surprised when managers, and this isn't just Artell, this manager saying, if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll be okay. Well, what's okay? 21st is okay. I think what he means is we play like that, and he did say it later on in the interview, we'll win more than we'll lose. Which, if we play that, like I said, like we did against Chesterfield, we will, as long as we can learn to tighten up defensively. Because there is a stat that I'm going to give you during this that is the one alarming stat for the Mariners, and the one concerning stat, I would say. But if we go to the general stats now of the team, 14 meetings in recent times for Barrow against Grimsby, and Grimsby have won 8 of those, which equates to 57% of the games. Grimsby have won 8, and Barrow have won the 2 out of 14, with a goal scoring ratio of 1.79, per game. Barrow score at least one, close to per game on average. The overall ratio of goals is 25-14 in Grimsby's favour. So nearly double the amount of goals that we've actually conceded, which is a good stat, really. 4 draws in that time as well. I'll take you through the last. I'll give you the last 6 results, really, and then I'll take you back to the very first time it was recorded when we played Barrow in the National League. The last 6, though, I'll go back from 2020, where the Mariners got a 1-0 win at Blundell Park, and also did the double that season in March of 2021 when they returned, obviously without supporters. Grimsby also got a 1-0 win at Barrow. So back-to-back wins for the Mariners there. The only win that Barrow have had in... so they've had 2 wins, obviously. The earliest one was back in 2022 when they won 1-0 at home. And then the Mariners got a 1-0 win in April of 2023 at Barrow, and then got a home win back in October of 2023. The Mariners were with a 2-1 win, but Barrow did get their revenge in March of last year when it was a 3-1 win for Barrow. And actually Barrow was Paul Hurst's last winning charge in the October. When really that one came out of the blue, literally came out of the blue. And that was actually Paul Hurst's last win in charge of the Mariners in October of last year. And like I said, they saw us off quite comfortably in the March under Artell at the back end of last season. The very first time we played Barrow was in November of 2010. So our first season in the National League, we got a 1-1 draw at Blundell Park, but then got our first win over Barrow, at least competitively, not in FA Cup, but in league. We got a 2-0 win at Barrow in 2011. So we've had most of the record against Barrow, and at home you should always feel confident. Like Artell said in his pre-match, no real major injuries. Obviously, Jordan Davis is back at Wrexham at the moment. He will be back in around about a month, back with Grimsby. It's just the practicality. He still lives in the area, plus so he has family up there, and plus he's still Wrexham's player. So it's just logical that he goes back, but he will be back with the Mariners fairly soon, which is good to see. He's obviously going to be a couple of months away from playing again, obviously, but it's good to know that people are on their back. Doug played his first game for a while in the reserve game in midweek, as did Raquel Pike, like I mentioned, and a couple of the other lads that are on the fringes that aren't playing as much. They played, and obviously some of the young lads got some game time as well. So it's good to see that things are slowly progressing for those. We're gradually getting bodies back. If we look at the betting for the game, at some places the Mariners are 29-20 for the win. Barrow are favourites at 13-8. I class them as favourites. I think they class as slight outsiders. But the draw is 5-2, and Barrow won 2 wins back to back. The Mountains have still only won 1. We can't seem to string results together, which is a little bit annoying. Our biggest victory obviously was the 3-2 win against Cheltenham, and then the Notts County 4-1 defeat is our biggest defeat. Barrow's biggest defeat is 1-0 defeat, but a 4-0 win is their biggest victory this season. Obviously, the top goal scorer for Barrow is Gerard Garner. And Elliot Newby, top assist. Jordan Davis and Charles Burnham are joint top scorers so far, but Chaz is the top assist maker. Chaz is scoring some. Feels at the minute like he's took over Avoista's kind of style of scoring goals. But what we do like about Chaz is he keeps trying to get his shots off. He's trying to, he wants to make sure they do. And he scored a belter against Chesterfield. So it is good to kind of see, and I'm sure he'll start, bar any last minute calamity, I'm sure Chaz will start. Again, if need be, I can't see many changes, apart from maybe Doug coming in probably on the sub bench. You might get some minutes, maybe 20 minutes here and there in the second half, who knows, depending on where we are in the game. Hopefully we can start to get some bodies back, and then see how we sort of go. If we look at where teams are in the league table, very early as I said, but the first 5 games, Barrow lie in 3rd in the automatic promotion places. Scored 7 goals, conceded twice. 10 points for Barrow. Sees them in 3rd. The Mariners down in 17th. 6 points, -3. Scored 7, conceded 10. 2 wins out of the first 5, 3 defeats. But at home, the Mariners look confident, and would need to be, because, like I've said already, Barrow are not a team to take lightly in League 2. That is for sure. What I will just pick up on is that 10 goals conceded. What that is basically saying, early on in the first 5 games, the Mariners are conceding goals at an average of 2 a game. That needs to be looked at and adjusted, because you cannot keep conceding 2 goals a game. We already early on, and it is very early, but we're the 3rd worst defence in the division already. Only beaten by Accrington Stanley and Carlisle. Other than that, everyone else is better defence than us. We do have a decent attack, 7 goals in 5 games, but we have an average of 2 goals a game, so that needs to be addressed. And because you can't keep conceding 2 goals a game and expecting to win many, you won't do it. So obviously that needs to be looked at. We need a defensive leader. I don't see that in the side at the minute. It was also good to see during there was a match that Matty Carson got his first real amount of minutes in the last 3-4 weeks, so that's good to see as well. I think these next 2 games, with them both being at home, we need to get, like I said, that consistency. It's okay playing well and then not getting not necessarily a win, but not getting a result. and this is the perfect time to change that, where we've got 2 back-to-back home games, and at the minute we've started very, very solid. So hopefully we end up with Danny Rose and Van Thorson and Charles Burnham and attack. I don't think we can be too concerned about. I am still a little concerned about defensive though, and it's amazing knowing that how many defenders that we've actually got in our coaching team. That at the minute, we've already conceded 10 goals in 5 games. So that's a little bit alarming, but hopefully we can adjust that and make more of that. So, what do I think the score's going to be on Saturday? Well, I always have belief that we can get a result at Blundell Park. We need a clean sheet, but I don't see us getting a clean sheet against Barrow. And that's my only concern. I just feel like we're going to concede every time that we go on the pitch at the moment. But I do fancy a win. I think we will get a few goals, actually. I'm going for 3-1 for the Mariners. I think I'm going to go for Vernon, since he's on. He's got a bit of momentum, especially with the screamers he's had recently. And Chaz goes down as a goal of the month contender as well for his goal against Cheltenham. I think I'd love to see Yasin get another goal. And you know what? Everyone's loving this guy at the minute. Kieran Green. I think Kieran will get one as well. I don't think Danny Rose will. But what I like about it doesn't look like we have to be reliant on Danny. But knowing Danny, he'll do his damnedest, as he always does, to try and get a goal. But I'm saying 3-1 to the Mariners for this. So being positive, but for some reason I just don't fancy us to keep Barrow out. That may be the most negative I can be, is I just fancy us to concede, unfortunately. But I also do see, especially at home, I do see us getting the win and make it 3-3. 100% at home and 100% losing away so far. So we'll see how it goes. But now, guys, that's my waffle done and my preview done for the game. Now, I want your opinion. What do you think? What do you guys think is going to happen at the weekend? Do you think the Mariners will make it? Well, in a way, 5-5, isn't it really? But this season, 3-3 at home. Can we keep the good home form going? Let me know down below what you think, and also who do you think might get the goals this weekend? Who do you think will get the goals this weekend for the Mariners? Do let me know in the comments down below. So that is it for this video, and I will see you guys for a review of the game. I will be at Blundell Park, so if any of you guys see me at Blundell Park and want to have a little bit of a chat, and a few minutes chat, and I'll always welcome anyone coming over to see me and say hello. We can sort of have each other's points of view, whether, good, bad, or indifferent. In the meantime, guys, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like I said, tell me how good I am, tell me how bad I am, tell me how totally off the prediction that I might be. I love the interaction that I get from you guys in the comments, whether we agree or whether we disagree. This guy, I might be running the channel, but this channel is for you guys. There you go. Got teeth in this time. It's for you guys to give your honest opinion. I love to know what you guys think, and I'll be looking forward to seeing some of you guys tomorrow, obviously, and in the comments as well down below. So that is me done. Please do hit that bell button, the subscribe button. That'll let you know when I upload some new content. And I look forward to seeing some of you guys at Bundle Pack tomorrow. There will be a video about new investment, which I'll bring out over the weekend. That is going to come for you as well. So I'll do a little bit of a review of the week as well coming up over the weekend. That might drop Sunday. So do hit that bell button, that way you know when I upload some more content. But in the meantime, guys, leave your comments down below, leave your score predictions, leave your goal scorers. Let me know what you think down below. That's this video done, guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Up the Mariners, and let's hope we can keep it go 3 for 3. Or shall we be confident and say 5 for 5? I'll see you soon. Ta-ra for now. Bye-bye.